So today on Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner Cooking, we are going to be making homemade Greek dressing and a Greek salad. So here we go. So I'm going to start out, I'm going to boil these 4 eggs, and I was told a long time ago, and it works almost every time, if you put the eggs in the boiling water, they peel easier. So that's what I'm doing today. Okay, so I'm going to set those for about 11 minutes. Maybe 12. And then I have got my oven preheated to 400. And normally on Greek salad you don't put bacon, but that just sounded good to me today, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take this bacon. Like I said, it's preheated to 400, or it's preheating, I should say. What I'm going to do is I've got this parchment paper, and I'm just going to start laying out the bacon. Like so. This is a thicker cut. And turn those down, I guess, a little bit. And I'm going to bake this on the parchment paper. It's just so much easier than frying it. I'm kind of going like every other way. So one end is thick and one end is thin so that they all fit. And with the parchment paper, you have easy cleanup. Get them all on here. I'm going to put them a little bit too close because what I do with bacon, when I have leftover bacon, I always cook it all. And when I have leftover bacon, I just, actually I'm going to pull this up, put this on the other side. When I have leftover bacon, I freeze it. And then you can pull it out whenever you want. Okay, so I'm going to put that in my 400 oven for about 15 minutes. We'll see how that goes. So my eggs are done and my bacon is done. So now I'm going to show you, I don't know if you've ever been making a salad, you go, oh no, I don't have any dressing. Well, I'll show you how to make easy dressing. So I'm gonna take a half of a cup of olive oil. And what I do, I keep jars around. I wash like pickle jars and stuff, and you can put it in that and it'll keep for a long time. So I'm going to take a half a cup of oil, quarter cup of apple cider vinegar or whatever kind of vinegar you like, and I'm going to put a quarter cup of water. Water helps the spices absorb everything. Okay, and now I'm going to take a teaspoon of oregano and a half a teaspoon of salt and probably a quarter teaspoon of pepper. And depending on how much garlic you like, I'm only going to put a half of a teaspoon in. I don't like things real garlicky. I like a little bit though. And now what I'm going to do, and I forgot, a little splash of lemon juice, maybe a tablespoon of lemon juice. It just gives it a little zip. And then you want to just whisk that up. You can make it frothy if you want, if you keep on beating it. And then I'm going to give it a little taste. Oh, that tastes really good. Look at, I don't know if you can see it, but it does thicken up. So now I'm going to make my Greek salad. So I've got my lettuce washed here. I'm going to try not to make too big of a salad, because like I said on one of my other videos, I tend to make too big of a salad, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta eat all this. So, all right. I do have cabbage too, but in a Greek salad, I think you want just lettuce. And I've noticed, like, if you put carrots and stuff, they're good, but Greek salads are better, I have found, with just peppers and onion. So I'm going to put a little bit of red onion on it. The bite, when you get the red onion and the beets and the piece of cheese, oh my gosh. These are some yellow peppers. This is just what I had. And I'm going to put some beets around. I love beets. And I think beets are really high in iron too. So I got the beets. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my feta cheese. I don't know if you've ever had a Greek salad, but they are wonderful. And you just want to crumple up the feta cheese on the top. So yummy. Okay. Get this mess out of here. And then we'll see if my eggs worked good. Because I've had such good luck with boiling the eggs first and then peeling them. So we'll see what we got. I mean, boiling the water first. I hope I said that right. But look at this. Look at how nice they peel. I saw that, I don't know, somewhere. And I boiled these for about 12 minutes, I think. So I'm going to take the egg, cut it in 4, just kind of lay that around the side. Try to make it pretty. And then got my bacon. Bacon doesn't usually go on a Greek salad, but it just sounded good. This actually took about 50 minutes in the oven on 400. So I'm gonna get some paper towel. I'm just gonna take a couple slices, but it's nice and crunchy with 50 minutes. And look at this, the paper, I can just throw it away. And I did dump some of the grease off into a cup too. So, okay, I'm gonna take my bacon. I'm trying to go more for the protein than the, like the bread. You know, everybody's trying to do those kind of diets now. All right, so I got that in there. And then, rinse my hands off a little bit here. And I am going to put, I don't have nice olives from the, you know, the Greek olives, but these will have to do. And there's my pretty salad. And I am going to enjoy that. I've got my homemade Greek dressing. And I hope you enjoyed that. remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it and love the Lord with all your heart. And thank you so much for watching. And probably about 90% of my people that watch me aren't subscribed. It's free to subscribe and it would really help my channel. So thanks a lot. Bye-bye. I wanted to show you one more thing. This is what I do with my bacon so that I don't have to cook it every time and I can use it for eggs or salads or anything. I take it and I put it on paper towel. Like so. Then I put another piece of paper towel over it. And this kind of protects it in the freezer too. And then I roll it up and I stick it in my freezer bag and I freeze it. And that way I've always got nice cooked, hello. That way I've always got nice cooked bacon and I don't have the mess every time. So that was just another little tip from Sal.